Namaskar everyone. I hope you all are well and safe. Students, in our previous lecture, you learnt about the western coastal plains, in which you learnt about the location of the western coastal plains, that it lies between the Arabian Sea and the western Ghats, okay, and it is narrower than the eastern coastal plains. And the western coastal plain are divided into three parts. The north is known as the Gujarat coast and the Konkan coast up to Goa, and from Goa to Kanyakumari is the Malabar coast. And the western coastal plain receive rainfall in summer, during the summer, okay, and the main occupation of the people is agriculture and fishing, and the main crops are cotton, sugarcane, rice, spices are the major crops, okay. And you also learnt about the main seaports in the western coastal plain. So which are the main seaports? Kandla in Gujarat, okay, Mumbai and the Jawaharlal Nehru is in Maharashtra, okay, and the Marmago in Goa, Mangalore in Karnataka, okay, and Kochi in Kerala, okay, are the important seaport of this region, okay. And now you will read about the lagoons. So what is called lagoon? A large number of lagoons are found in the extreme south. These are parts of the sea water cut off by rocks or sand. What is it? Lagoons? Lagoons means these are parts of the sea water cut off by rocks or sand. What is called lagoon, beta? Lagoons means lagoon is a body of water, okay, separated from larger body of water by a natural barrier, like as sandbank or coral reef. It means how looks the lagoons? Suppose this is a ocean or sea, okay, ocean and sea, but the some part of sea water cut off by rocks or sand or salt. The deposits of the rivers in the form of sand and the salt of the ocean or sea and coral reef. Coral reef means the bones, skeleton of the sea creatures, okay, deposit here, and this portion of water, ये पोर्शन क्या होता है बच्चों? ये वाला पोर्शन ये मेन सी से कट जाता है. किस वजह से? बिकॉज ऑफ द डिपोजिशन ऑफ द silt means the soil which rivers bring with them, okay, and the salt of sea and oceans and the rocks, big rocks, okay. तो इनकी वजह से ये रॉक, सिल्ट और कोरल रीफ यहाँ पर आकर इकट्ठे हो गए और ये वाला वाटर बॉडी जो है वो मेन ओशन से कट गया. सो दिस इज नॉन एज द lagoon, okay, this is known as the lagoon. So lagoon are, these are, it is also clearly written here, these are part of the sea water cut off by rocks or sand, okay. There are number of harbors along the coast. Now what do you mean by the harbors? Here is harbor, okay. So what do you mean by the harbors? Harbor means place where ship can seek shelter through stormy weather or can be kept for future use, okay. Here on this land which is here, this orange and black line is showing you the land, okay. Here this is a place where ship can seek shelter through stormy weather or can be kept for future use, okay. So this land is known as the harbor and this water body is known as the lagoon. Okay everyone, now clear about the lagoon and harbors. Okay, so these have helped to establish many ports here. Okay, because of the lagoon and harbors, many ports are here. Okay everyone, in the extreme south, it means where are the lagoons? Here, extreme south. It is near about the Kerala to Kanyakumari. Okay, in extreme south, it means the lagoons comes in the Malabar coast in the extreme south of the western coastal plains. Okay everyone, so clear about the lagoons and the harbors. Lagoon means part of the sea water cut off by rocks or sand. Okay everyone, clear? Now we will read about the western coastal plains, the difference between the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains, which is given in your textbook. I have also explained you the differences between the western coastal plain and the eastern coastal plain during the explanation of both the topic, but again we will read it like as which is given in your textbook. Okay, so the western coastal plain lies between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. Okay, whereas the eastern coastal plain lies between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats. Okay, and these are narrow. Which are narrow? The western coastal plains are narrow, whereas the eastern coastal plains are comparatively wider. Okay, rain in summer. Now the western coastal plain receive rain in summer, whereas the only Coromandel part of the eastern coastal plain receive rain in winter. Otherwise, the other cycaras receive rain in the summer, like as the western coastal plain. Okay everyone, clear about it? The upper part of the western coastal plain is called Konkan and the north is called the Gujarat coast. Okay, and the lower part is called the Malabar coast, compressing the state. Now which states come in this western coastal plains? Maharashtra, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. Okay, now rivers do not form delta. Which rivers are flowing in the western coastal plain? Narmada and Tapti, and these are the west flowing rivers. West flowing rivers means their slopes toward the west, they meet to Arabian Sea. Okay, and they do not make the delta, they make estuary. Okay, now the eastern coastal plains comparatively, upper part is called the northern Sarkaris, which receives rain in summer season, but the lower part is called Coromandel coast, which receive rain in winter season, and comparatively compressing of the states of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay, and it has rivers which make fertile delta. For example, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. And I told you that Krishna river makes the southernmost delta in the southern part of India. Okay, and India also make the largest in India, the Ganga river make the largest delta in the world, which is known as the Sundarban delta. Okay, and it is also the largest delta of India, which is located in the northern plains. Okay, where is Sundar deltas? Sundar delta is in northern plains, which is the largest delta in the world. Okay, now we will read about the islands. Okay, we will read about the islands of India. Now the coastal plains, the explanation of coastal plains is done. Now we will read about the islands of India. So we have 2 islands. Okay, the islands of India can be divided as islands of the Bay of Bengal. Okay, Bay of Bengal, which is located in the east side, in which Andaman and Nicobar Islands comes, and the second is islands of Arabian Sea. It means the land which is surrounded by the Arabian Sea. Okay, and it is known as the Lakshadweep Island. So firstly we will read about the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is located in Bay of Bengal in the east side of India. Okay, these islands. Now, where is the Andaman and Nicobar Island? See here in the map. Everyone, see here in your map on page number 38. Okay, on page number 38 in this map, here is Andaman and Nicobar Island in the right side or east side. Okay, on the map, right side is always point the eastern side. So here is Bay of Bengal, and these group of islands are known as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, these islands are believed to be the extension of the mountain system in the northeastern part. Okay, beta. So, how they are formed? These islands are believed to be the extensions of the mountain system in the northeastern part of country. This is our north and eastern part. Here is eastern part, north and eastern mountain. Some part of Himalayas come in the north and eastern part of India. Okay, so some of them are volcanic origin. Okay, it means the most of islands which are comes in Andaman and Nicobar Islands are origin of, it means they formed from the as a result of volcanic origin. Okay, they formed as a result of volcanic origin. They are around 300. Now, how many islands are here? 300 islands in all. It means the Andaman and Nicobar Island is a group of 300 islands. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar is a union territory of India. Okay, so which is known as the Union Territory of India? Which part of India known as the Union Territory? Which comes under the control of the central government. Okay, India is divided into states and Union Territory. States has its own government, which is known as the state government, and the capital city known has the capital city has the central government and also the state government. Okay, and Union Territory is a part of India like as a state, but it has not a state government. It is direct under the control of the central government. Okay, and the governor is the head of the Union Territory. In the state the governor प्रेसिडेंट के जैसे ही गवर्नर होते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर जो हमारे यूनियन टेरिटरीज में जो हेड होते हैं वो प्रेसिडेंट की तरफ से भेजे गए पर्सन्स होते हैं जो रिलायबल होते हैं एवरी वर्क के लिए प्रेसिडेंट के, और वो प्रेसिडेंट को इसके बारे में यूनियन टेरिटरी में जो कुछ भी वर्क होता है उसके बारे में रिपोर्ट करते हैं प्रेसिडेंट को. प्रेसिडेंट डायरेक्ट उस पर्सन को चूज करके एज अ गवर्नर वहाँ पर यूनियन टेरिटरीज में भेजते हैं. ओके, सो अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड्स आर ग्रुप ऑफ 300 islands. Okay, and it lies in the Bay of Bengal and known as the island of Bay of Bengal. Okay, and we have Lakshadweep Island in Arabian Sea. Okay, so firstly we will read the something more about the Andaman and Nicobar. See here which are written. So everyone is clear about the location of the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman and Nicobar Island. In the right side this is Bay of Bengal, and these group of islands known as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are around 300 islands in all. Okay, and Andaman and Nicobar Island is a union territory of India, and Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar. They are far away from the main island of India. It means this is a main island of India. See here beta, from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari comes in the main island of, this is this is comes in the main island of India. Okay, so Andaman and Nicobar Island, Lakshadweep, here is this portion of India comes in the mainland of India. Okay, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands are far from the mainland of India. Okay, this is mainland and this is Andaman and Nicobar. So these are far from the mainland of India. The last point of Andaman and Nicobar Islands are called Indra Point. Here was the Indra Point, the land which was known as the Indra Point, but it sunk in the tsunami of 2004, like as Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari sunk in the tsunami of 2004, which was the part of mainland. It was the last point of the mainland of India. Okay, and like as the Indra Point was the last land point of the islands Andaman and Nicobar, which was known as the Indra Point, and it sunk in the tsunami in 2004. Okay, Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, students. So in our next video lecture, we will read about something more about the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, and about the Lakshadweep Island and how it was formed. Okay, Lakshadweep Island is actually made of coral reef. Coral means the skeleton of teeny sea creatures, okay, and called polyps, which have got cemented together and made the islands known as the Lakshadweep Island or Arabian Island. Okay, so everyone revise this chapter. Okay, in our next video lecture, I will tell you some very interesting and historical things about the Andaman and Nicobar Island. It was known as the Kala Pani. In earlier time, Andaman and Nicobar Island was known as the Kala Pani. Why it was known as the Kala Pani, I will tell you in our next video lecture. So everyone read this chapter. I hope you are enjoying this chapter and see all the location of the given things which I shown you in this video lecture. Okay, everyone. So now in homework you have to do the hard words which I will give you in image. Okay, everyone. So now take care, everyone. Goodbye.